I'm Jeff Baker. I started working in IT in the mid-80s. I started on VAX VMS, and by a strange twist of fate I found myself in Los Angeles working on a Unix design team. It was odd because I did not know Unix at the time, and it turned out they wanted me because I had a mixture of hardware and software skills, including assembler, and I was used to working at a very low level on the internals of computers and IT equipment. This introduced me to the true inner workings of Unix and operating system design principles. I was invited to sit on international committees influencing the future of operating system design. I mean, how crazy is that for a young engineer? No way could that ever happen. They're full of old people. But there I was. I've worked continuously on Unix since then, with an occasional hint of other OSs, most commonly where Unix and other OSs interact with each other and work together, which is very common in the business. After returning to the UK, I was asked to join IBM EMEA and worked on many projects with them over the years. Another strange twist of fate happened one evening. I was at home relaxing and I received a call from a university asking them if I could teach for them. Well, I don't know any universities. I've got no connection with the education side. They said that they'd been given my number by someone they knew and trusted. I explained I'd never worked or trained as a teacher, I had no qualifications in teaching, but they were very keen to meet up. So, okay, this is so bizarre, I've got to say yes. We had a very successful meeting and the head of the department was very enthusiastic that I joined the team. He had a lot of academics in his team, but very few people were actually had been in the business, out there every day doing the job, and he felt that would give his students an added benefit. I didn't want to give up my development work or my day job, and I explained the reasons why, and anyway, we found a way between us that I could work for them part-time and find a balance between doing my normal day-to-day job and also helping the university and their students. I did that for a few terms, and when the school year ended, the head of the department asked if I could come back, and he was actually saying, you know, could you join the department full time? But I was really wrapped up in my own work at the time, and I was on some really good, interesting projects, particularly advancing secure Unix, military grade secure Unix and government level grade security. And at that time, IT security in banking and the commercial world was also really starting to come to the forefront. It was an exciting time for operating system designers, such as myself. It was significant teaching, and I'm pleased I did actually take the role, because I'd been used to working with other subject experts and talking quite comfortably about complex subjects with such experts. But I'd never actually had to think, how can I explain this to someone that's never come across it before, doesn't have years of experience? And it really forced me to think hard about how to communicate these things. And that's where my desire to simplify complex things really started to take shape and grow, and it's become a significant part of my personality to this day. I'd always enjoyed sailing as a hobby, and like so many, every time you go out with a set of people that have not been on a boat before, you have to explain things. I was out with a bunch of friends, and we had a little bit worse for the wear, and decided to qualify as a sailing instructor. And again, this enhanced my desire, really, to try and communicate and teach people complex things where they have no background or prior knowledge, and to try to simplify things, which is odd in the modern world. It seems that a lot of people try to make simple things sound more complicated than they are. Well, I guess I'm going against a lot of people in that respect. So why am I doing this channel? Linux is becoming trendy. Believe me, 25 years ago I would never have believed I'd be saying something like that. In those days, if you worked on Unix, you sat in machine rooms with the comforting sound of humming fans, air conditioning, and no windows. Things have really changed since then. And people keep asking me how to do things. And when I was talking to them, it appears now that Unix is bringing out and attracting the so-called self-proclaimed experts whose knowledge is low and advice is often misleading or just plain wrong. Well, at least they think they're experts and clever, and well, they can impress beginners, but it doesn't really wash with someone who knows what they're talking about. Anyway, makes them feel important, I guess. Whatever reason they do it, I don't know. So my intention is to use my many years of experience in Unix to help people learn correct information from someone who has done the job, and I'm still doing the job this day. I don't want to learn from someone who's just read a book or an article on Google and become a Linux genius in 3 minutes. In short, what I want to do is to pass on what I've learned from my direct experience gained by doing the job. Thank you for your time. I hope you find the articles on this channel useful. I try my best for accuracy and correctness. As you watch my videos, you'll also find I'm profoundly dyslexic, which was one of the reasons I actually chose computing. The computer, I only have to learn how to spell a few key words. The computer does the rest and gets on with it, and when I get it wrong it tells me. So there we go, that's a byproduct. So I apologise for my dyslexia if it ever becomes too bad for people, but please bear with me, I can't help that part. Thanks for your time, and hopefully enjoy the channel